student of Stella Matutina College of Education. I am a biology student and I am going to talk about a very interesting topic, that is the endocrine system. But before that, I would like to ask a questions. I would like to ask you all a questions. So, have you ever wondered why we grow taller when we become older? Or why do we feel hungry at certain times during the day? Why our heartbeat increases when we get excited or afraid? Or why do certain changes occur in our body during adolescence? The answer is hormones. So, hormones, these are the chemical substances which are released into the bloodstream by a group of several ductless glands. And these group of ductless glands, they constitute the endocrine system. So, hormones, they play a vital role in the control and coordination, but they play a secondary role. So, the primary role is done by the nervous system, but hormones, they have a long lasting effect. So, there are many types of uh, glands, but we are going to discuss about the major endocrine glands. So, the first is pituitary glands. So, pituitary gland is also called as the master gland because it controls the function of other endocrine glands, and it is located in the cranial cavity of the hypothalamus, which is connected to the brain. As it controls the function of other endocrine glands, it is responsible for growth, maturation, reproduction, blood pressure, etc. The next we'll move on to pineal gland. Pineal gland is located in the epithalamus of the cranial cavity where two halves of the brain are joined together. This pineal gland is also called as a third eye because of its location in the center of the brain. Also, it has light sensing abilities and it resembles spiritually with intuition, inner voice, and concentration. This pineal gland is responsible for secreting the hormone melatonin, which is also called as the sleep hormone. These melatonin, it regulates the circadian rhythm. Circadian rhythm means the biological clock. Biological clock is like some people, they have a habit of sleeping late at night and some they sleep early during the night. So why this shift is there? Because the biological clock is different from each other. But if we will practice regularly, if we will change our sleeping pattern, our biological clock will set naturally. Next, we will move on to thyroid gland. So this thyroid gland, it is located below the larynx, that is the voice box, and above the trachea, windpipe. This thyroid gland, it helps in metabolism, that is the digestive function. And malfunctioning of this thyroid gland will lead to goiter. And this thyroid gland, it is the largest endocrine gland in the body. Next, we'll move on to thymus. So, thymus is located behind the sternum and in front of the heart. This thymus, it produces the hormone thymosin, thymopoietin, and thymolin. So these three hormones, they help in development, maturation and proliferation of T lymphocytes, which help in fight the infections and it produces immunity. The next is pancreas. So pancreas, they are located slightly below and behind the stomach, and they have a mass of cells which is called as islets of Langerhans. This cluster of cells, master of Langerhans, it is islet of Langerhans. So, islet of Langerhans, it is of four types. The first is alpha cell, beta cell, delta cell, and polypeptide cells. So, these alpha cells, they helps to increase the blood glucose levels. And beta cells, they help to decrease the blood glucose levels. So this alpha cells, they produce the hormone which is called as glucagon. These glucagon, they increase the blood glucose levels, and beta cells, they produce the hormone insulin. So this insulin, they help to decrease the blood glucose levels. Actually, these two are important, so we are going to discuss about only alpha cells and beta cells. The next, we will move on to adrenal glands. So adrenal glands, these are glands which are located on the top of each kidney, and it resembles like a cap-shaped structure. So these adrenal glands, they help in stress management, increase the heart rate, also oxygen consumption, and they have a contraction ability of the heart. And this adrenal glands, they they help in fight and flight response. The next is testes and ovaries. So these are the sex glands, and testes are for males, that helps in development of male secondary sexual characters. Also, it produces the hormone testosterone and the gamete, that is a sperm. For females, ovaries are there which produces the hormone progesterone and estrogen, and these both hormones are responsible for the female secondary sexual characters. And also ovaries, they produce the gamete egg. So we have discussed about all the types of glands in the endocrine system.